Shabbat Shalom, listeners. This is the day the Most High has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You got another day. Hey, you got some money. You're feeling good. You're grounded. You're grateful. You're thankful. You're beautiful. You're healing. You're practicing self-love. You see the lighter things in life as opposed to the darker things, because we're coming out of that program that's getting shut down. It's time to say goodbye to the drama. Not even your mama wants to hear it, and we don't want to hear her either. I don't know. I don't know if that's for everybody's situation. I don't know. But moving forward, how are you doing, listeners? Are you looking forward to the future? All the praise to the Most High as we give thanks to the Most High for giving us another day on His earth with all this cool stuff that's going on. You know, we're all fragments of His children, you know, light and dark. So please don't judge others, judge yourself. You have a lot of work to do. We have a ton of work to do. And I think if everybody gets a little gym, you know, and they get in the gym, going to the gym is great, but I mean like discipline with a new way of living, which is required changes where you take positive steps forward in whatever that is and balancing out your shadow side. So we're moving there as a collective, and I do hope you attend. Moving forward, we're going to step into Matthew. Thank you so much, listeners, and Yahweh Shai, for being here to read this generational book of wealth, Matthew chapter 23, Matthew Yahu in Paleo Hebrew. Hallelujah. All the praise to the Most High in the name of Yahweh Shai. Send peace and blessings to all that need it, and healing, absolutely, and stability, a foundation, being grounded in gratitude and thankfulness as we move into this beautiful book. Thank you so much to all that have made sure it could be here today at the request of the Most High. Hallelujah. Then Yahushua spoke to the crowds and to his Talmudim, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit on the seat of Moshe. Therefore, whatever he says to you to guard, guard and do. But do not do according to their works. For they say and do not do. For they bind heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on men's shoulders. But with their finger they do not want to move them. And they do all their works to be seen by men. And they make their tefillin wide and lengthen their tzitzit of their garments. And they love the best place at feast, and the best seats in the congregations, and the greetings in the marketplaces, and to be called by men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But you do not be called Rabbi, for one is your teacher, HaMashiach, and you are all brothers. And call none on earth your father, for one is your Father, he who is in the Shamayim. Neither be called leaders, for one is your leader, HaMashiach. But the greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever exalts himself shall be humbled, and whoever humbles himself shall be exalted. But woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you shut up the rain of the Shamayim before men, for you do not go in, nor do you allow those who are entering to go in. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you eat up widows' houses, and for a show make long prayers. Because of this you shall receive greater judgment. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you go about the land and the sea to win one convert. And when he is won, you make him a son of Jehinnom, twofold more than yourselves. Woe to you, blind guides, who say, whoever swears by the Mishkan temple, it does not matter. But whoever swears by the gold of the Mishkan temple is bound by oath. Fools and blind. For which is greater, the gold or the Mishkan temple? that makes the gold Kodesh set apart. And whoever swears by the altar, it does not matter, but whoever swears by the gift that is on it is bound by oath. Fools and blind. For which is greater, the gift or the altar that makes the gift Kodesh? He, then, who swears by the altar, swears by it, and by all that is upon it. And he who swears by the Mishkan temple swears by it, and by him who is dwelling in it. And he who swears by the Shamayim swears by the throne of Elohim, and by him who is sitting upon it. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! Because you tithe the mint, and the anise, and the cumin, and have neglected the weightier of the Torah, the right ruling and the compassion and the belief. These need to have been done without neglecting the others. Blind guides straining out a gnat and swallowing a camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are filled with plunder and unrighteousness. Blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, so that the outside of them becomes clean too. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you are like whitewashed tombs, which outwardly indeed look well, but inside are filled with dead men's bones and all uncleanness. So you too outwardly indeed appear righteous to men, but inside you are filled with hypocrisy and lawlessness. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! Because you build the tombs of the Nebim and decorate the monuments of the righteous, and say, if we had lived in the days of our fathers, we would not have taken part with them in the blood of the Nebim. Thus you bear witness against yourselves that you are sons of those who murdered the Nebim. And you fill up the measure of your fathers. Serpents, brood of adders. How would you escape the judgment of Jehinnom? Because of this, see, I send you, Nebim and wise men and scholars. Some of them you shall kill in Impali, and some of them you shall flog in your congregations and persecute from city to city, so that on you should come all the righteous blood shed on the earth, from the blood of righteous Hebel to the blood of Zechariah, son of Berekah, Yah, whom you murdered between the Mishkan and the altar. Truly I say to you all, this shall come upon this generation. Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim, killing the Nebim and stoning those who are sent to her. How often I wanted to gather your children together, the way a hen gathers her chickens under her wings, but you would not. See, your house is left to you laid waste. For I say to you, from now on you shall by no means see me until you say, Baruch is he who is coming in the name of Yahweh.